live in interesting times. Today's stories. Venezuela lives under currency depression and hyperinflation. Hong Kong's Lion Rock roars with protests, lights, and slogans. Indigenous leaders support wildcat miner strikes in Brazilian Amazon. Natalie Portman presents Lucy in the Sky in Toronto. DiCaprio presents documentary profiling, electric race car competitions at TIFF. We're just getting started. Trudeau kicks off Canada election campaign. Hurricane Dorian reaches Atlantic Canada. And fans geek out at Geektopia. Canadian National Exhibition marks end of summer. I'm Tiffany Alisastis with Eagle News Broadcasting from Calgary, bringing you stories from around the globe. The tough economic times in Venezuela continue. Inflation is rising, and at the same time, the value of the country's currency is dropping. People are struggling to survive. How bad is it? According to Asia Velasquez, who is a pensioner, a minimum wage salary is not enough to buy a box of 12 pencils for children who are beginning a new school year.
Que antes estas cositas eran tan fáciles de comprarlas y durante el año a veces las comprábamos 3 veces porque se gasta, por lo menos la pega, el sacapunta a veces se daña o se pierde el marcador y eso. Entonces ahorita no, de broma se le puede comprar una sola vez en el año escolar.
Elba Sajas, who works as a housekeeper, says people are depending on help from relatives outside the country.
Ok. Bueno, sin las remesas sería imposible cumplir con este compromiso. Porque es un sueldo mínimo que uno gana y un poquito más de profesionalización y todo esto, pero no me alcanzaría, evidentemente, porque todo está extremadamente caro.
Economist Jesus Casque paints his bleak picture.
Según el Banco Mundial, una persona que devenga $1,9 diarios está en el nivel de pobreza. En Venezuela, tomando el salario mínimo, que no es referencia en el país, el ingreso diario de un venezolano es 0,05 centavos.
President Nicolas Maduro offered his statement.
Bueno, aquí estoy aprobando un conjunto de recursos. Atención, me solicitó la vicepresidenta ejecutiva y el ministro Simón Serpa un conjunto de recursos para garantizar precisamente la inversión del arranque de clase.
In Hong Kong, as the Mid-Autumn Festival got underway, thousands of activists staged an eye-catching protest. The demonstrators used torches, lanterns, and laser pens to light up some of the city's best-known hillsides. Throughout the evening, thousands of activists with torches on their heads hiked up a hill trail leading to the top of Lion Rock. It overlooks the sprawling skyscrapers of the city's Kowloon district, one of the most densely populated places on Earth. But as Hong Kong convulses from more than 3 months of political unrest, activists use the night as a way to keep their movement buoyant, with no signs of protest abating. They also gathered to form a long human chain on the Peak, a popular tourist spot which offers picture postcard views of Hong Kong and its dramatic waterfront. Both groups, whose lights were visible to each other across the harbor, chanted slogans and slangs, "Glory to Hong Kong," an anonymously penned protest anthem which has gone viral in recent days. Other crowds gathered in parks across the city and along the harbor front, shining mobile phone lights, lasers, and lanterns. An indigenous leader and wildcat mining leader explained why they blocked a key highway in the Brazilian Amazon to demand the government allow small-scale miners to work legally.
ajudando só o garimpo, né? Quem não tem emprego, é só o garimpo. Até hoje aí só melhorando só o garimpo, né? O dinheiro, eu tiro menos de 20 gramas, 30 gramas, aí dá dinheiro demais.
Aí queimar na quinta, uma draga de 2 milhões, queimar na sexta mais 2 dragas, queimar no sábado, queimar no domingo e queimar 6 PC mais 3 balsas, aí nós entramos na pista. Eles não cumpriram o que eles falaram, que prometeram para nós entramos na pista. Entramos para a BR, fechamos a BR, a reivindicação era ter uma audiência com o ministro do meio ambiente, que engloba nosso problema. Que eles, muito indígena é favorável que a gente garimpe na área deles e tira madeira, eles são como se fossem fazendeiros, eles têm uma área e eles podem fazer o que eles quiserem da área dele, o governo deixa eles arrancar uma folha, eles não podem, né, na área deles.
Up next, Natalie Portman presents Lucy in the Sky in Toronto. DiCaprio presents documentary profiling electric race car competitions at TIFF. We're just getting started. Trudeau kicks off Canada election campaign. Hurricane Dorian reaches Atlantic Canada. This is Eagle News. You're watching Eagle News. U.S. actress Natalie Portman plays the role of an astronaut consumed by uneasiness after a return to Earth in Lucy in the Sky. The film was shown last week at the Toronto's International Film Festival. With a special tribute to Meryl Streep, a gala lineup dedicated to women filmmakers, and an inaugural award for female talent. Organizers say that the Toronto International Film Festival honored leading ladies in the movies. A-listers from Natalie Portman to Nicole Kidman and Kristen Stewart to Streep treaded the red carpet at North America's biggest film festival, also known as TIFF. The festival in Canada's largest city is seen as a key step on the journey to Oscar's glory. Recent Big Picture winners, including Green Book and The Shape of Water, emerged as frontrunners here. Among world premieres generating buzz, this year at Taika Waititi's Nazi satire Jojo Rabbit and the star-studded death row tearjerker Just Mercy, featuring Jamie Foxx, Michael B. Jordan, and Bry Lawson.
There's 80 people around right now who have been to space. I mean, it's such a rare opportunity and rare personality and talent that achieves that, and then to see someone unravel so spectacularly is just fascinating, that someone can be so high performing and also lose it, you know?
Movie star and environmental activist Leonardo DiCaprio unveiled the latest production project at the Toronto's International Film Festival, a documentary on electrical race car Grand Prix competitions. All the major manufacturers are going to go electric based on Formula E data, said the co-director of And We Go Green, which follows Spanish founder of Formula E, Alexandro Agag, during a year of all-electric race car driving events.
This was brought to us by Leonardo DiCaprio. It was his idea. He had been watching Formula E races and maybe was trying to get involved in the sport. He's a big environmentalist. We just did a film called Before the Flood before this, and he came to me, he's like, we should do a film about this. And I was like, we're fighting Trump too, because to me, Trump is representative of the fossil fuel industry, right? So we're saying, kind of a bye-bye, buddy. You can't stop us. So that's another really important reason I wanted to make this movie.
Well, they used to say back in the day, race on a Sunday and sell on a Monday. And that's exactly what happens with Formula E. These batteries are going into cars made by Porsche, made by Audi, made by Nissan, made by Renault, made by everybody. So this is, in a year's time, 2 years' time, all the major manufacturers will have gone electric based on Formula E data.
Mais la première fois que je suis arrivé en Formule E, c'est vrai que ça m'a fait bizarre de de ne pas sentir le bruit du moteur, sentir le vent sur le casque. Et on a des impressions de vitesse qui sont différentes. On réalise que l'impression de vitesse qu'on avait avant était principalement à cause du bruit.
Lo que nos falta es ya la masa grande de seguidores, de público que siga la Fórmula E, hacerla más cercana al gran público. Y eso, por ejemplo, es lo que puede conseguir un documental como este, con Leonardo DiCaprio y con los pilotos, que la gente conozca mejor a los pilotos, porque la gente sigue al final a personas.
Canadians go to the poll next month to elect a new national government. Kicking off his campaign, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says Canadians face a choice: go back to the failed policies of the past or continue to move forward.
We've done a lot together these past 4 years, but the truth is, we're just getting started. So Canadians have an important choice to make. Will we go back to the failed policies of the past, or will we continue to move forward? That's the choice. It's that clear, and it's that important.
Trudeau is gunning to hold onto his Liberal Party majority in a tight race against newcomers on both flanks.
We are the first to recognize there's an awful lot more to do, and I'm very much looking forward to getting out and talking with Canadians from coast to coast to coast over the coming weeks about our plans to continue building a better Canada as we all move forward.
Trudeau says there's more his party wants to do.
Nous avons un plan ambitieux et pour protéger l'environnement et pour faire croître l'économie. C'est ce que nous avions démontré au cours des 4 dernières années. Je trouve ça carrément dommage que les conservateurs ne comprennent encore pas que les changements climatiques sont une menace réelle à laquelle il va falloir s'affronter concrètement.
2 issues. Trudeau says he will focus on the environment and the economy.
We've put more money in people's pockets by cutting taxes for the middle class and raising them on the wealthiest 1%. We stopped sending child benefit checks to millionaires so we could send more to the single parent working 2 jobs and to the family of 5 that falls a bit short at the end of each month.
And Trudeau says the beneficiaries of his government policies have been working Canadians.
We made the Canada Pension Plan stronger because in a country like ours, seniors shouldn't struggle to make ends meet. We renegotiated NAFTA, securing trade access to our largest and most important trading partner at a time of U.S. protectionism and unpredictability.
Parties have been wooing voters with the pre-election ads, announcements, and whistle stops in key battlegrounds across the country. The country goes to polls on October 21st. Hurricane Dorian reaches Atlantic Canada. This reports from Eagle News correspondent Kara Kabusao.
Pouring rain and strong winds started Saturday morning in the Atlantic region, the eastern part of Canada, as Hurricane Dorian draws closer. According to Environment Canada, the outer rain bands of Hurricane Dorian are now affecting the southern Maritimes as it continues to accelerate toward Nova Scotia, making landfall this evening near Halifax. Severe winds and heavy rain are in store for parts of Atlantic Canada and eastern Quebec. It is also said that it has reached up to 50 to 100 millimeters of rain in the southern and southeastern areas, accompanied by winds gusting to between 60 and 90 kilometers an hour. In St. John, New Brunswick, the city cleared the drainage paths and created barricades on Friday to reduce the risk of flooding. In the previous years, the city had numerous histories of flash floods, which made them more prepared on this day. The cyclone directly hit Halifax, Nova Scotia, where it has caused massive damage. Government officials notified the residents in the coastal areas to leave their homes and proceed to the emergency shelters prepared for the public.
So we're here at Albany, just across Halifax, Nova Scotia, and you can see that the wind is really strong. There's gusts and everything. That's the bridge. They closed the bridge temporarily because of the winds, and yeah, the vehicles just couldn't pass. You can see the wind, strong winds, and you can see
Transportation services such as buses and ferries were shut down in response to the inclement weather. The city advised the public to stay in their homes and refrain from going to the streets, as well as prepare emergency kits as the province experienced a massive blackout that the hurricane was moved to Category 2. From St. John, New Brunswick, I am Cara Cabusao. I am 1 with 25.
Coming up, fans geek out at Geektopia. Canadian National Exhibition marks end of summer. This is Eagle News. You're watching Eagle News. I'm Tiffany Alisasis. Anime fans gathered at the Harbor Convention Center to geek out at Geektopia. The story from Eagle News correspondent Arnie Aquino.
We're here today at Vancouver's newest comic convention, Geektopia, a one-day event that specializes in all types of entertainment and fandom. Apart from being a place to gather for those who love adventure and fantasy, Geektopia was also created to bring awareness to bullying, or more specifically, cyberbullying. Annette O'Reilly from the Netflix show Chilling Adventures of Sabrina speaks about what brought her to Geektopia.
Well, Geektopia, as I think most people know, is a fundraiser for the Amanda Todd Legacy Fund, and I just thought this is a really cool thing to be part of, and if I can contribute in any way, more than happy to do so. Plus, I'm a giant nerd, so I go to conventions just in my day-to-day life, so this is my people.
We also got a chance to speak with Julien LeBlanc, one of the organizers of Geektopia, and he shares how the event was brought to life.
My good friend Tony Chu is the founder of Van Expo, which has helped this amazing event come to light. He said, I have this idea about this event where we can bring people together for an amazing cause, where we can all be ourselves and celebrate who we are and what we love, and bring all these fandoms together. And I was like, I'm so on board.
Ty Wood and Peter Bundick, also from the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, speak about their experience working on set and why they made their way out to the event.
I think it's fun to play the bad guy because Ty is such an amazing, nice guy in real life, and I'm sure he'll say the same, I'm not a jerk. So it's fun. Not true. so it's fun for us to play the jerks in the show because it's so different, and it gets to kind of capture some of the reality that people in high school do face. So it kind of shines a light on that, and that's why we're here today at Geektopia supporting anti-bullying.
Yeah, we're pretty much bullies on the show, and then we're here supporting anti-bullying. It's ironic, but it's great.
Reporting from the Harbor Convention Center here in Vancouver, my name is Arnie Aquino, always 1 with 25.
Thanks, Arnie. The end of summer is usually dreaded by many, but in Toronto, one thing that happens at the end of summer and is anticipated by many is the X. Eagle News correspondent Riza for more.
Every year, at the end of the summer, the Canadian National Exhibition, also known as CNE or the X, offers a wide scale of attractions and entertainment for local guests and tourists. This 18-day event provides an exhibition of international performers, stunts, animal shows, games, rides, live music, and everyone's favorite, food. A great selection of newly invented foods from all over the world are the popular attraction at this year's event. The rainbow toast from Ponchos, which is similar to grilled cheese, strawberry mango, Japanese souffle pancake from Fua Fua, deep-fried avocado and scorpion pepper burritos from the whole enchilada Mexican grill, and many more. From the X, an event that thrills, relaxes, and gives family and friends a chance to bond. In Toronto, Riza Manginit, Eagle News, I'm 1 with 25.
That is this week's Eagle News. Join us next week for stories that matter to you. Visit our websites at eaglenews.net and eaglenewslive.com. Follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/EagleNews and on Facebook at facebook.com/EagleNews. Thank you for watching. I am Tiffany Alisasis. I'm 1 with 25.